Hello, my name's Keith. I'm going to tell you a story that I almost died the other day, and the 3 little words that saved me. Hopefully anybody who watches this video, this story will impact you in a positive way. So here we go. The other day I was driving down the freeway, doing about 70, towing a boat. And I hadn't been feeling well for a couple days. And that morning I wasn't feeling all that great either. And all of a sudden, I start feeling faint. And my breathing becomes labored. My arms are numb. And I'm like talking to myself, trying to like stay awake or stay conscious. But I'm noticing I'm slurring my words. So I think I'm about to pass out, so I quickly pull over in the right-hand lane, crawl in the back seat of the truck and elevate my feet and just lay there, and I'm just trying not to pass out and trying to control my breathing. During that time, I typed 911 into my phone and tried to hit it, but it wouldn't go through. I missed the button. I was just incapacitated. I was missing the button or something. So I just sat there, and I was waiting for a cop to come up and tap on the truck and say, "Hey, buddy, I got a EMS rolling. Hang in there." That didn't happen, though, although I would have been grateful at that time. So I call my son, and he answers the phone. He says, "Hey, Dad." I say, "Hey, buddy." He says, "Hey, Dad." And it's a FaceTime call, so he immediately knows, like, something is wrong. And he says, "Dad, what's wrong?" Because he can see my dog Bella's in the back of the truck, like, nosing me and licking my face, you know? And I said, I'm sick. And I just want to call and tell you I love you. And listen to your mama. You know, she's a smart lady. He says, "I love you too, Dad." He says, "I love you." The way he said it, it was like a divine intervention. Those 3 little words from my son gave me a lot of fortitude, strength, motivation, esprit de corps, whatever you want to call it. I got it. And I said, "Get up, Dad. Get up. You gotta move." So I crawl over the seat, crawl back in the driver's seat. And I had no business being there, trust me, none. But I jump back on the freeway. I'm doing like 25. People are honking at me. I'm hanging on the steering wheel, like drooling on it. Just giving it everything I can to not pass out and crash. I make it about a mile down the road to this Love's gas station, and crawl in the back seat. Love's is like a truck stop out here in Georgia. And I crawl in the back seat, and roll down all the windows and lay there. This thunderstorm comes over and starts raining, and I can just feel the rain splashing on my bare feet. Water's hitting my face. And it's wonderful. It's magical. It's everything I needed at that time. I lay there for about 3-4 hours. I finally get enough composure to walk into the store. I walk into the store, I make a right and go down this aisle to the cooler. And I lose my balance and I hit their display case and knock all these little trinkets and candy over onto the floor. And the lady behind the counter is upset. And I'm just kind of hanging on to it. Because I'm too scared to bend down and pick up everything I knocked over because I think I'm going to pass out. And, you know, I get it. I used to work in a gas station. I mean, I get it. She comes walking over, and I know she's coming. I see her. I said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not well." Yeah, and I just lost my balance. She looked at me, and I looked at her. And it was like she was looking at the Walking Dead. And I mean, she kind of validated to me at that point everything I was feeling. Anyway, she said, "No problem, sweetie. I got you. Thank you." Went back to the truck. You know, this whole event made me think of the Voyage of Life. You may have never heard of the Voyage of Life, but we're all on it. Voyage of Life is a series of 4 paintings by a great American artist named Thomas Cole. Thomas Cole painted a lot of paintings, but he's most famous for the Voyage of Life, and it's a series of 4 paintings that depict just what the title says it is. First painting is a little baby. Baby's on like this Tom Sawyer huckleberry fin raft, floating down the river. It's very calm. You know, there's poofy clouds, rainbows, all little rabbits, hummingbirds. Everybody's enamored with the baby. We all love a baby. And, you know, baby's floating away. Second painting is a young man and his entering young adulthood. The waves in the river are whitecaps and they're crashing. The water is swift, there's no animals on the shore, and a storm is brewing. And he's just hanging on, as often happens in our youth. The third painting is one I'm very familiar with. I'm a Gen X guy, I'm 50. And it's a middle-aged man steering the raft or the boat down the river. There's a few obstacles, but he navigates them. The fourth painting is an old man. The old man is standing on his raft with his chest out, shoulders back. He's got a long gray beard. The trees are all much bigger, and so are the animals. There's a couple obstacles in front of him, but it's nothing this guy hasn't seen before. He's navigated all of it. But as he looks downriver, he sees a giant waterfall. And there's no avoiding that waterfall. But he's content. The moral of the story is here. We're not all guaranteed to make it to the fourth painting. And I almost didn't. Your voyage of life can end in a snap. My advice is tell your family, I love you. Call up your old friends or that girl you like and tell them, I love you. I love you. I love you. Could have a significant impact on them. And it'll make you feel better too, I promise. I promise. Finally, my 2 cents. You know, life is always in front of you. Don't miss it.